So this is my first video I've ever done before, but I really just wanted to post this video out because I was waiting for my family, anybody that could leave so I can do this video by myself. I just needed some space and just away from my family to make this. And the reason why, as you read on the title, the reason why it took a very long time to make this is because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I went to college for 5 years. I ended up dropping out because to be honest, I feel like my whole years that I've been in college, I feel like I was just trying to impress my family. I just felt like I didn't honestly belong in college. I tried so hard that I had to take a break a little bit for like just a whole semester. I went back and it still didn't stick to me. And I had to go to like therapists and psychiatrists for all of that. And I don't think for me it was worth it because I tried everything. I tried changing multiple majors. I failed. I tried this and that, but I just felt like college was never meant for me. Sure, I was excited once I went to high school, and then they told you about college and everything. And then after that, once I graduated from high school, then yes, obviously I was nervous and excited about it, but never thought I would end up dropping out of college instead of graduating. Now, for my sister and my other sister, my two sisters, yes, they're planning to go to college, but I'm happy for them, but I felt like useless. A lot of the time I just feel disappointed on myself. It's like, I don't know, what's wrong with me. I tried everything in college. I feel like they're better than me, and honestly I just feel useless in my family, and I really just wanted to try something new. That's why I'm making this video, and I'll explain a little bit more into detail and personal life about it. But sorry. It's my first video. This is something that I've never done before. Later on, I found out that I have ADHD. Now, moving on to ADHD. That may be the reason and cause for it, but I feel like a lot of my family generations has had it in autism. But I didn't really let that get through me at the same time. But at the same time, all my study skills and everything were very harsh, and I had to double study more than anybody else. Like a regular person who doesn't have ADHD, I had to double study that, and I really hate that. It really annoyed me a lot. I felt like all this work that I put through much in college didn't end up getting the results that I wanted. So yes, I did change my major multiple times because I was able to do something that I wanted to do in college, but ended up failing and ended up finding out, well, this isn't for me. Majority of the time it was financial problems. I used to have financial aid, but ended up not getting anymore because they didn't accept it, because they found out that I end up like dropping out of classes real quick. The reason why is because whenever I went to those classes, I found out, well, this really wasn't what I was expecting, this type of classes. I guess because my brain is so focused looking at the end results of all these amazing things, but my brain doesn't process, well, you have to start from the scratch. You have to start from the beginning. You have to start from the boring and the hardest part where you don't even want to do that. But your brain is just focused on like the end product. You just want to see that, but you don't see like the process and all the hard work that goes into it, that you have to go through all of that in order for you to see the end process. And my brain has always been like that. I don't know why, but I knew it was going to be like that, but ended up finding out, well, it's not really for me then, because I'm not that smart when it comes to math and numbers and coding and everything. So no, I didn't say that to myself like every single day. It's just, for me, I was never really good at math. Even when I was growing up, and as I was a kid growing up all the way to high school, I had to get help for math, and I still couldn't even pass. So that tells me something. Well, math isn't really for me, honestly. And yes, it can depend the way you study, or the method, or how you learn, or depend on the teacher. Majority of the time it always depends on the teacher, but I did have a really good professor in college that got me A's and everything, but that was just like basic math, like junior high math that they had there, but they also had college level math. but they explain much easier. So I think that was the only class that I ever passed in college. Compared to the other ones, I got C's, and I tried really hard. I ended up dropping out of college for quite a while now. So it's been like what, maybe like 3 years, and I'm here just stuck in my family's house with my sisters. Now, my family does have a business. They have a restaurant. I have been working with them since I was like 13 or 14. But at the same time, let me tell you, it's very depressing. It gives me anxiety. A lot of it comes from my family and the workers. The workers are probably like the worst part. That's making me that's the reason why I'm making this video. And you can tell it has really depressed me so much, where like sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be very, very honest with you guys. Because of that, I just felt so much pressure. It gives me anxiety. I'm very sensitive. ADHD people are very, very sensitive. Like me, I get so sensitive to anything, no matter what it is. I had almost like thoughts of suicidal. I wanted to commit suicide like maybe when I was like a kid, because I really couldn't take my family or the school. Now this is something a bit of a shocking. My family is watching this, then yes, it's pretty much a shock. I've been trying to do that since I was a kid, and I still want to do it. It hasn't gotten my mind up. It's just the employees are just no. It's very depressing when you work with your family and everything. You either stay there, you drop out of college, or you're gonna work there for the rest of your life. For me, I just don't want to work in their family business. I know it gets me depressed. It gives me suicidal thoughts every single day. My family argues with like employees. It sounds like they're yelling and screaming at each other, but that's just the way they argue. They talk about business. They're not fighting or anything like that. Same thing goes with my sisters, to give me anxiety, and they can also be a reason why I want to commit suicide. I never tell them that because they don't see that on me, because I'm honestly really good at hiding those things. I gave up telling my family because they really just want to judge me, and they make me so used to like be dependent on them. Ever since I was a child, I was very much sheltered, which I don't have a problem, because it lead me away away from the bad stuff, like alcohol and drugs, etc., etc. Excuse me. All that stuff, and beer and everything, parties and like all that stuff, which I'm glad, but it also means like you're scared of like outside, and you're way too dependent on your family. The problem is like I'm way too dependent on my family, that they basically do everything for me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Some stuff I can do on my own, but because of that, I'm way too sheltered that I'm so used to my parents tell me that you're not gonna make it, even though they never told me that like, oh, we're not gonna stop you and everything like that. But the way they are telling me now is like, you start something, you're not gonna finish. You start something, you're not gonna finish. Because I need to try, and I really do need to try to figure out, because for years I've been wanting to leave my family. I want to have my own place. I don't want my sisters to follow me as well. I want to live on my own. I want to have my own place. I want to get away from my family. I've been wanting to get away from my family for a very long time, but I feel like they want me to go to college and get a degree or something. You know, how you're gonna find a job, how you're gonna pay your bills. Now, this is exactly why I made this video for. So I do want to learn how to make UGC videos, and or like also want to learn how to vlog and do like income money, like side hustles. And no, I'm not gonna stop working for my family. It's just gonna be like a side hustle, but once I get the hang of it, it's probably gonna take me a couple months to earn like money, and also to have my car. I want to pay my car full and finally get out of my family's house, have my own place. Now, I heard, yes, I heard UGC through TikTok and everything, but it really did catch my interest and everything. But I just don't have like a computer or desk, because I need to buy one too as well, to learn how to edit and everything. But I really just want to like make friends who are professional at this. I will say they are quite pricey, so I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna buy anything. I just want to learn this on myself. I want to learn how to make a professional website, not like the Canvas one, like professional, nothing that's ever seen before. I want to learn how to edit. I want to learn how to make vlogs. I want to earn like an income to able to afford to live in an apartment. Like my apartment type is like living next to the mall where I'm from. They have like apartments there, and then there's like a mall. So I'm not really into shopaholic or anything. I just like the restaurants here. I really like their food and everything. That's why when I get close to it, and they have a gym like around it, so it's, and I have the grocery stores right in front of the other side of the road. So it's pretty much like a good ideal apartment for me. It's like 20-30 minutes away from us. But yeah, and that's basically has my interest in it as well. Now, digital products, I don't have a problem with that. The problem is that I don't know like niches. Everybody keeps saying niches. People have tried it doesn't end up working. That's why I want to do experimental like side hustles too. But my main one that has caught me my attention is UGC. Now, of course, I'm probably gonna get judged a lot, but that's okay because you're getting judged for a good reason to help you, like through everything, the videos and the quality and the products. Also, instead of like videos, I really did want to just do like photography. I heard they make a good income too, but I feel like videos are better. But at the same time, I'll try both. Now, I've heard people say like, oh, they got like $1,800, $2,000 for one video. I really want to learn how to make those to pay for my monthly rent and everything. And also, I don't mind giving money for my sisters from their college or anything, because I love my sisters. Even though I have a love relationship with them, I still love them. Same thing with my parents. On the other hand, on the restaurants business, the employees, I don't know about them. They're also causing me a lot of mental health on me. I cry a lot of frustrations from them, and it's not something I would ever want to take care of. Not even being a manager, I can't believe the employees, they put me as a manager, even though I tell them I'm not a damn manager, I don't know nothing of it. But I tell them all the time, I'm not here. I ain't no manager. I'm not gonna be a manager because I have never been interested in it. Now, my parents never forced me to study this for like restaurant business. They really did let me freedom for everything, so they let me through that. I did try it, but at the same time, once they found out I'm gonna drop out of college, they didn't say anything, but I can tell that it's like a disappointment to them because I'm the firstborn child, and I was guessing that they were expecting me to graduate college, but ended up dropping out. Yeah. But at the same time, speaking of Mexico, I really do want to move to Mexico too. Have my own life there, but first I want to start here and then find a place to Mexico to live over there. Now, I don't want to move to Mexico with my family, cousins and uncles and godparents. We live in the whole, I call it a village. Technically, it's a small village, but hidden. It's all full of drama. Gossiping, drama, lying, stealing. I'm not related to that. That's also another reason why I get anxiety and depressed every day when I hear talking about that. It's always about family members, and it's really bad for me. It may not seem anything for any of you, but for me, that I've been through like all this family business and like gossiping, because if you live in a Mexican household, you know damn well how much gossip runs in the family. Talk about other family members. Some people are used to it. I got used to it, but later on, I kind of got about it. And I think the very beginning, all this anxiety and depression, suicidal thought came from the workers. But the person that started, that my parents fired, thinking that it will go away. But no, guess what? His brothers is still there. And they make me want to punch the crap out of them. But I can't. I'm trying to hold it off. Because that's how badly I want to leave my family. But at the same time, I'm still going to work for them until I get the hang of it and able to earn an income that I can finally leave. Because I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. And like I said at the very beginning, why it took me this long was because I wanted to try other things on college. And I was afraid what my parents were gonna say to me. Oh, you're gonna start something, you're not gonna make it. You know, the mouth is a very powerful thing when you tell people. It might well come true if you believe in it and you think about it. But the problem is that my parents will tell me that, and then the employees will tell me that too. And from that, I think I'm pretty much felt everything because they tell me that. And if you're Mexican, the way they say it is like, how do you say it? I don't know how to say this in English. But if someone can translate this, please do in the comments down below. Or on TikTok, I don't know. I'm probably gonna post it on TikTok and YouTube both. But anyways, when they tell you like, puras fallas contigo, puras fallas, y eso todo, puras fallas, basically means you're a failure. Now, a lot of these people talk like this, like as a joke. But for me, they've been saying this ever since, like, I think when I was like in high school or something like that. But every time they would say this, guess what? I failed. I failed in high school. I failed in college. And that tells you something. They barely said anything to my sisters like that. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, I really did take it personal. More than my ADHD, those words, rather than my ADHD. And it really just stuck into my head for quite a while. And that's the thing that I really do hate about my parents. Because when the employees hear that, like, I know they mean it as a joke and everything, but it's like, I also said it as a joke, but the more they said it, the more I'm like getting pissed. And the employees really do, they make me want to punch them. That's how badly they affected me. And I do go to the office and cry with frustration. A lot of times I just ignore them. I don't respond to them. They're very nosy people, and they really do get on my nerves. Like, I really this is how you can tell I'm frustrated. I don't know what else to do than just to make this video. So that people can help me, of course, and help me understand what I must do and how to like prepare my UGC or like digital products or anything so I can earn my income. And yes, of course, taxes. Taxes do scare me. I don't have a problem with taxes because my family will help me with that. And of course, I hope they don't get mad about me saying this video and everything. But I had no choice to make this video in order for me to like post it out there and see anybody who will get attention from me. But even if I tell my parents, I don't know. They made me get stuck like this. They made me get stuck in fear where I can't really move. And I feel I'm going to judge everything, what I do. Even like my own family. I feel like my family don't even trust me. The employees don't even trust me on anything. That's how badly it is. Do I really like working on my family business? Yes and no. Majority has to do with employees and also my family. It's just when you run a business with your family, you will have arguments with your family and fights back and forth. But at the same time, it's like unfortunately, it's like a normal thing that because of like bills and employees coming in and going and stealing. There's a whole lot of years going on like that. It's very tough to manage it. And of course, I really do I always wanted to do like other things once I finally get the hang of UGC. I always wanted to try like model for products. But here's the thing. You may see me like have a good skin or anything like that. But believe it or not, I have really bad acne and stains. I'm trying to get that skin that everybody has. I've always wanted to get liposuction for a while. Now, a lot of you's like, well, why don't you actually try extra? Believe me, I do. But when it comes to living in a Mexican household, who you have access to the restaurants, food, unlimited, it's that bad. And you're surrounded by junk food restaurants all around you in the restaurant. And your sisters buy junk food and it barely fits in the damn fridge. And my stuff, well, I had to buy tiny. It's really hard to be on a diet when you're surrounded by this type of food and everything. it's hard to maintain that diet. It really is. But I'd rather just go liposuction. If anybody's out there, sponsor, I try. Anyways, that would be very helpful. But I do want to try other things that I was never able to do, of course. And I do get shy and anxiety in front of people. But the thing that really, believe it or not, the thing that really did help me, which I never thought of taking at all, but my sister told me to, is acting. Now, acting is nothing of my major. I never wanted to become an actress or like acting in major, but believe it or not, it really did help me with my anxiety. It really, really did. I didn't want to take it, but my sister made me do it because she took acting classes there. And she noticed I was very shy because I have a lot of anxiety and shyness in front of crowds and people, even with my own family. I had to come out of the shell. My sister knew about that. She noticed that, and she told me to take it in high school. I didn't really think about it, so I just took it. But I only took it for 1 year in high school, and it really did change my life. Now, I don't know if there's another way to say this, but I would take acting classes, but not as a major, just to like get the comfort zone out of me. Being comfortable in front of the camera. Because even if a damn camera, I get anxiety and nervous. Even though I'm not talking to a person or a human being in front of me, it's just a damn camera. I still get a little bit nervous. Believe it or not, before I actually wanted to make this video, I had to like get control of myself. Get rid of this anxiety real quick. A part of that is because of posting it, what people are gonna think of me, and the afterwards. And it really does give me anxiety afterwards. I haven't posted because a lot of teenagers in my family's restaurant, they come. There's a lot of teenagers and kids and adults. I see a lot of TikTok and YouTube videos. And you know, someone might find my video and they'll say this and that. And I'm like, oh no. What the heck are they going to think about me then? And it's like, if they make me go to therapy again, I'm sorry. Therapy ain't going to help me. Trust me. Therapy is nothing to me at all. It's just, it didn't really help me at all in college at all. Never did. It won't help me. The only thing that will help me is to leave my family, have my own place, have my own car now. And without my sisters, I really want to learn how to do this on my own. I gotta stop being dependent on them. And that's what fear inside of me is trying to do, like push me to the ground for not coming out. And do this on my own and being independent of this and that. But like I said, my whole life I've been sheltered, and now it's very hard to like break that shell because you're so used to just letting your family help you with everything like your whole life. But at the same time, well, I'm getting older, I'm the oldest, I have to do what I want to do. I'm not going back to college. I'd rather just take some, like, I don't know, courses or something. But I really do want to help my family business as well. Even though I sound like I'm pissed or annoyed, I still love my family. I will help them too. But at the same time, it's like they have to understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, I do want to buy a desk and a computer so I can help them with like menus or anything. But I also do want a desk and a computer so I can learn how to edit. I only have an iPad and an iPhone. I need to find some really good YouTube videos on how to edit my videos. And I really need to find like a good camera for it. Not like overtly priced one. I've seen the ones that it's like a stick and they have the camera when they rotate 360. It looks like something cool though. I will say that. I want to learn how to like edit really cool videos, but it's almost like they had to buy different types of camera. And it's like, well, I can buy that later once I save money. Of course, if my family members see this, and my cousins, my uncles, probably some customers, probably after you see this, probably because maybe I talked to my parents after this. But I'm fine. Thank you for worrying about me. It's just I really couldn't hold this type of feeling any longer. It took me a while to figure out why. And I just want to be, basically, I'm more of an isolated person. I'm more of a lonely person. I don't have any friends, actually. I haven't had any friends in 3 years. 0. It's not bad for me, actually. Do I need them? I want to learn how to do UGC through friends and hang out with them, but outside of UGC, way before UGC, no. The only friends that I had is just college, but just friends to pass the class. That's it. Never heard from them. Pretty much it. So yeah, I hope this video turns out good, gets a lot of attention, and I hope I get help from it, from other professional video, like UGC videos, or like company, or someone will help me with this and that to earn like an income. And I'll put my email in it, because I'm trying to look professional. And ignore the background though. I had no time to fix it. My background, my room and everything. I just was really in a hurry before anybody comes back home. I'm alone though, because mama will be quiet. She will wonder, what am I talking about? Who am I talking about? So I really needed time to do this. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I don't know when I will be posting again, but I hope soon. After this video, I just need to find editing. I need to learn how to find good editing, how to edit everything out professionally. But yeah, thank you so much, and hope to see you soon. Bye.